I've never seen something look so beautiful.
Hey guys, Good Mark Sketch here, and I've done Tray Day a couple months ago. Now it's time for Tea Set Day. Let's discuss tea sets for a little while. They're kind of an interesting beast. Obviously, tea sets are a dying thing, for sure. Society's love of tea has never been greater, but teapots, tea sets, the whole formal tea thing, that's been dying so bad. So it's kind of like, what the hell am I doing with my life? Trying to sell silver-plated tea sets. Well, there's a few things to be said. Number one, there's still a market for this stuff. It is small. You know, it is a small market. But, on the other hand, with online platforms like eBay, Etsy, etc., if you can identify the pattern and list the tea set in good condition, you know, with people, and kind of like scratch that impulsive itch from people, and everybody has an impulsive itch, you know, where you see something and you just buy it, like, oh, I like this. The amount of people interested in something like silver-plated teapots might be a relatively small population, but those people still do have, well, they have enough paper currency to be able to afford the things that I'm out looking for. Like trays, they tend to sit a long time. I probably sell, okay, if I were to like come up with a percent of sales based on like the category of silver plate I sell, I would say around 50% of it's flatware. Probably about 50% flatware. The part of the pie that comprises of tea set sales and teapot sales, it's pretty small. That being said, a lot of these pieces, these tea sets, they just get tossed and scrapped. So even though millions and millions of these sets were made, you might find maybe a dozen or so listed on eBay per pattern if it's common. And this is a quite common pattern. I've seen 3690 Reed and Barney. It amounts to a pattern. I think it's Sierra. Anyway, this is the pattern Sierra. These tea sets are being lost every year. The overall demand probably still increases as well. So this leaves me with usually a dilemma. So when I find these tea sets, do I just scrap them for the silver, or am I willing to sit on the pieces for a long time and wait out a buyer? And usually the truth of the matter is that I'm more willing to wait for the buyer, because I am also happy to try to preserve the history behind silver plate as much as possible. So I do like to keep the pieces around. If they're in good shape, I do like to polish them up, make them all nice and pretty, and hopefully they'll go out to a new home. So that's my introduction to tea sets. Common patterns like this will go for about $20 to $25 for the teapots, and $15 to $20 for the creamer and the sugar. So you've got about $90, $70, somewhere in that general vicinity. And if you can find them for a tea set on like an online auction, an estate sale, Goodwill, which is where I find my stuff, for 15 bucks for the set, you can still profit. Just get ready to sit a long time. We're going to take a look at some better, nicer little ones that will command more of a profit, because when people are willing to pay for tea sets, they want to be dazzled. This set is kind of Art Deco looking to me. That's what I would think that it would originate in. We could take a look really quickly. This pattern is called Sierra. Reed and Barton Sierra. Maybe it is on here on replacements.com. Circa 1951. Yeah, okay. That is actually kind of later than you'd expect from a pattern that looks like this. I could have expected this to be closer to in the 30s. But instead this is mid-century modern, masquerading as Art Deco, which is perfectly fine and reasonable. Okay. Well, that's just one guy's opinion though. Maybe it isn't 1951. These people want a set of Sierra with the tray included for $492, and they don't have the teapot, only the coffee pot, guys. $392. Oh, good luck with that. $492. You're not going to get that. You're probably not going to get 1/5 of that, but or you just deal with the market we have. This one, somebody wants $30 for just the teapot. That's reasonable. Somebody wants $25 for this one. It's tarnished. And like I said, it is Art Deco, but these people, this seller claims it to be neoclassical Art Deco, which makes more sense because obviously 51, if that's actually the date that the design was, somebody came up with the design, then you're obviously looking at later than Art Deco. Let's take a quick look at this. This is the International Silver Daffodil pattern. It's one of the few patterns that still commands a decent price. Very tarnished right now. I do like the tarnish a lot. I like the tarnished look, but a lot of buyers don't like it, so I'll polish it up really quickly, get it ready for sale. The coffee pot over here, I think this is the coffee pot, has a couple problems. I don't have a hinge, so I was using a replacement hinge from another teapot, and it's not working out very well for me. It's not the right size, and I can't find anything that is the right size. The hinge on this piece seems to be a little bit bigger than the hinge on other teapots, so I'm working on looking for a hinge. But also there's a dent in the body right here. I might just get scrapping it. Yeah, I don't think any buyer would be interested in this, but I can sell the rest as a 3-piece. And you're gonna command okay cash for this pattern. Not amazing, but probably like $30 a piece for the creamer and sugar bowl, and maybe $40-50 for the teapot. So you've got about $100 in this little thing right here. I might just add the coffee pot in for another $20-15 because of the damage. Maybe, yeah, I'll just do that. I'll ask for $120 for the whole thing. I'm not going to spend any more time trying to find the right hinge. I'll put that in as a condition issue in my store. Make light of the dent here. And we'll move on with my life. Sounds like a plan. Let me go ahead and get this polished up really quickly. Well, here she is, polished it up for quite a while, and it's still slightly tarnished, but I'm just gonna let it go the way it is. It really is a beautiful pattern though. I can see why people gravitate towards this pattern more than most silver plate out there. This does come in a flatware variety as well, and the flatware also does pretty well, relatively speaking. The inside is decent enough that I think you could safely use this set if you wanted to serve tea from it, which is nice to see. Yeah, that's it. Keep an eye on my channel for more tea sets. If you guys made it this far, please subscribe. My channel does struggle quite tremendously. And that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. Good Marks gets out.